Interesting. But you think it was already severed, and I pushed him into it. If you think it was already severed, then anything could have happened. Maybe I just wanted to give him a touch. I don't know. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg?
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor.
At this time, I am prepared to render over. Turns out Phoenix Wright has actually just been in jail this entire time, and the first 2 games were just massive hallucinations. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay? Is this what you want,
Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright.
I'm your attorney. Turns out they weren't lovers with Dahlia, they were lovers with each other. That's all it was. That's why I touched him on the chest, why he brought him his medicine, and why... Yeah, that's what it was. She got jealous. And she killed him, and now she's gonna come for Phoenix 5 years later. That's what it is. That's the twist. That has to be. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright?
I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further.
I did it. Excuse me? Oh. So what, did you accidentally kill him? It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. Really? That's awesome. You got the umbrella. Did that, like, get caught on the thing? Was it even raining? Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to... And he was talking about all this shit, like, about how she's some kind of something, so that... She's definitely going to show up in the future and be, like, a bitch or something. I don't know. She'll either be the defendant or the bad person, or both. Because nobody's even brought up the umbrella yet, so I feel like he pushed him back and the umbrella got snagged on the thing, and that made the electricity come through him, because like the umbrella has a metal tip and whatnot, and maybe it coursed through. I don't know. What you just said, was that the truth? If Phoenix accidentally killed a guy, that'd be pretty crazy. Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. I did say earlier it'd be crazy if he did it, and maybe he did. Just on accident. I don't know. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. What? Anyway. Jesus. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling.
Okay.
Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. Yeah, there weren't any in that cutscene at all, but I figured that was just like an artistic choice, because they were clearly there in the picture. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Fay, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Sure. Let's press stuff. What did he say?
So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. When you say it like that, it really doesn't sound that important. In fact, bad girl sounds like a compliment anyway. Is that all? Yup. Well, Miss Fay, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright.
Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just... Yeah, lost your temper.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. Then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. He wasn't already wearing it? It's a weird detail. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Yeah, there's no cables. They're way up there. I noticed that before, but again, I just thought it was like a... I don't know. So that is really weird. Right. So I guess it happened later. I guess it happened after he left.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen. So he didn't... I thought it would be cool if he accidentally killed a guy, but he didn't.
There was nothing like that at all.
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like a cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. I wonder, geez, could it have been the cable snapping?
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
That one.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been? Rice Krispies? When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. Well, it wasn't... He definitely wasn't on top of it in the picture. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella... How the hell are you holding an open umbrella? You get pushed. It falls first and behind you, and you land on it. I don't see that happening, but okay. I guess. You never know. Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Oh, fuck! Holy shit, man. That was hardcore. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. That's where you got your cold. But you already had it, right? Okay. What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well,
of course it's important.
This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. Was there anything else I hadn't pressed yet? I mean, I haven't pressed this stuff. But clearly, the umbrella is where the thing is, the contradiction, the whatnot. Should I present this again and point out the fact that the umbrella is over there and that he's not even laying on his back? I'm gonna do it.
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. And even, maybe it's just the perspective, but just from that picture, the cables look so much lower than they do when we see the scene happen. You're actually right. Absolutely, I think he said. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Uh-huh. Maybe his hair falls out as a direct result of this case. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it could just mean that he didn't die immediately. That he was just in agonizing pain and he tried to crawl away and then died. I don't know.
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want to present it as evidence immediately. I don't know if the umbrella could somehow snap the cable if it like flew up, but I don't know about all that.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Not if he was on it. Also, he wasn't on his back. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Right. Well, who is this witness? Is it Dahlia?
Yeah, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean... Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing.
If she did it, then maybe this will be the only case that features her. But I was thinking that she wasn't going to show up here and we'd see her in the future.
That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What? Oh.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You're saying there's possibly somebody else who was there and could have done it, you fucking idiot. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Okay. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. I don't know, man. Apparently she's bad news. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life? Huh? Is she gonna punch somebody again? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure. Sure, no problem. She's wild in the sack. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Got an umbrella too. I can't believe, what the fuck what is happening with what is she wearing? Those weird ass sleeve things, okay. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. What is around your neck? That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. I don't know, somebody like her and your goofy ass. I don't know if I see it happening, but As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. That's weird. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. It's probably got fucking meth in it. She's trying to use you to smuggle it. I don't know, something weird about it. I got a bad feeling about her. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. I mean, obviously the guy said that she was bad news. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly, but what is it literally filled with? It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, but she's so shy, every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Go away, you creep. It's a nice relationship that we have. Please give it back now. What the fuck? What a strange girl asking for a present back. Why don't you give it back? Also, what the fuck is going on? The day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago. It wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. This happened on August 27th, right here in the... What? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see.
Because I do wonder if they're, like, legitimately dating, or if he thinks they're dating when really they've seen each other a couple times and maybe she's said hi. I don't know.
I think I understand what you're trying to say.
Is this girl wrapped up in, like, a ton of shady business?
You believe there is some relationship between these two cases, am I correct?
Why I want to read it. What is it? I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid that what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look at the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you. Because she was here on that day with this thing. What if it was like crucial evidence for that case and she gave it to me to hide it? And fucking... Oh my... What the hell? How very strange. Are we gonna see any more of the killer assassin plotline in this game? I don't know. Anyway. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Because if that's gonna tie into the other case, and maybe into the future, too, oh, that'd be fucking weird. That'd be crazy. It'd be really neat. Now Mia's all alone. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Hello. Oh shit, I can't be mad at you. Fucking, are they really going overboard with the butterflies? You want me to convict somebody like that? I can't do it. In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I have a wicked boner. I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. The music is really rubbing it in, too. Oh, look at him. He's trying to hide it. Oh, now then, witness.
Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel. Okay. I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, It's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine. Because I'm your honor, you know. Well, we know whose milkshake brings on. Alright, that's it. I'm turning the game off and I'm throwing it in the trash. That is not gonna fly with me. That is the worst thing that has ever been said in a video game, and you should be ashamed, Mia. You should be completely ashamed. I cannot believe that just happened. Holy shit. But yeah, her milkshake's pretty fucking hot.